matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it appears that they went man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Another one caught by Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defense is near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Open man is Noah Brown.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. 21 yards there on third down. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Stroud's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Stroud on third down now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. Down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. 2nd and 10. On second, here's Algier. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Heineke. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Now Heineke changing the play.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free. They couldn't take it away. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
The throwing again is Stroud. And this throw incomplete. The defender at that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Algier, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Throwing now is Stroud. His throw incomplete.
That open man that time, man, putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, Palmer?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brown had a breakout 2022 for the Cowboys, finished with over 500 yards, and earned a chance at a bigger role with the Texans. Good play from him there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Stroud now on 2nd down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. 2 yards on the pickup. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a first down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown from 4 yards out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Texans 17, Falcons 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing, Heineke. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is brought in at the 21. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to come quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a lead, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going for it with Pierce. get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, here's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Stroud. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here's second and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Stroud now on first and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now a second and 10. Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they're going to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Algier again on second down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him.
And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Looking there for picks, but intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Gives it to Algier to start things off. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. Wiggles free. Well, he's free going down the left side. That's a foot race. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In motion, Hollins. Play action now. Here's Heineke. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. How about this? And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On play action, Heineke. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Heineke. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then execute it.
Stroud to throw it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they get to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really a big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told them, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 and the 36. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First down, Houston.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Heineke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept you.
figure something out because the current formula is not working. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the completion good for 7 there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce, 26 yards. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about
it. Got his man complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Algier now up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. That's out quickly to London. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run here with Algier. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Algier. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
They're going to try and run. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Texans 37. Falcons 19.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 99 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 9 here. Mills now. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans first down.
So Houston going to come away here with